See, even on a show that I host, if my
Oh, no,
wife,
I do not.
well, yeah, loves Brussels sprouts. Yeah,
No.
I figured. Well, it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I figured that it would be
Happy
appropriate to put
Thanksgiving,
up
y'all.
a food that I knew that you loved so much.
Mm-mm.
Have you ever tried? Wait, have you ever tried
Yes, I
Brussels
have.
sprouts? You have? Excellent. How long
Yes.
ago was that, you think?
About a month or two ago.
Really? Well,
Toki
good,
loves them.
good for you, man.
And
Um,
no, I don't like that.
I don't like that. Trace, I love Brussels sprouts too. My lovely TNA Tracy Johns, she said she loves them. I love them. I specifically love them when my wife makes them. And speaking of my wife, this is the
Yes, I
way it
know. She's
works.
in the
And
crowd.
I know this is the way it works in my life. If my
I
wife
miss
shows
her
up in the
love.
crowd, it's already like
Yeah,
I'm chopped liver. Everybody likes her more than me. It's the way it works.
I miss her beautiful face.
She does have a beautiful face. I'll give you that. And maybe she will show up. I don't know. But I do know that if my wife shows up, I am now second fiddle. That's the way
Pretty
it.
much.
Yeah, it's the way it works. And
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
willing to
much.
accept that because she's a lovely person. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. There was a question, obviously, because I've been kind of having I haven't been showing up in Discord or anything like that. So people are like, are we going to have a Ramblin' Gremlin show on Thanksgiving? And hell yes, we're going to have a Ramblin' Gremlin show. If I can possibly do it, I'm going to do it. And I can today, so it's all good. What do you got? It looks like your background's still the same, really. You got the
No,
same thing going on.
kind of. Well, there's different books up there.
So these are not the signed Greg Tremblay books. These are something else.
These are the, what are they? Prosper Woods books.
Okay. I actually am working on something with that right now. Today, my task after we get done with the video is to set up a rendering of the Prosper Woods bundle. So the Prosper
I
Woods.
didn't have those at GRL because I bought so many from Patty
Mhm.
that when she shipped her books to me, so I could take them to GRL, she sent mine with them. So she didn't want me. I guess I didn't want to really lug them around GRL. I had enough books to lug around.
You're kind of a big deal. That actually that one surprised me, and I knew that you're close with Patty. Patty, by the way, Patty Logan is one of the best people on the earth. She is one of my favorite people
Hmm.
ever. I love her to death.
Oh
But
yeah, I
yeah,
love Patty.
I learned that you had Patty had actually sent her books from I guess Cali or wherever they were shipped from to you, so
Yep,
you could then bring them to GRL, which is fantastic. You were a big deal. Um,
5 boxes of a lot of books.
yeah.
Getting them all in the car was fun.
Well, so speaking of books, we got a bunch of stuff that came out this week. It's about the average amount, I guess, somewhere in there, 15 or 20, somewhere in that range. We're going to go through them here. And welcome to everybody in the crowd. Thanks for viewing this live. If you're on Facebook and if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not viewing it live because it ain't. So the first book that we have today is.
A Christmas Carol, a gay retelling of A Christmas Carol by Ryan Field, narrated by Matthew Dolan.
And that one came out on the 17th.
Uh-huh.
Next, we had.
Dirty Trick, Palm Island Book 3 by K.M. Newholt, narrated by Iggy Toma.
And that one came out on the 17th. Next, we had.
Temptation, Lions of Locust Falls Book 3 by Jada Marks, narrated by Eddie Herrera.
His name sounds like a party. It's like Eddie Herrera. I like saying it.
That dude
Uh,
looks like he's got a headache.
yeah, he does. He does. He's doing the partial. He's kind of
Yeah,
half up there. You can't really see that pit. And yeah, probably he's dehydrated. To get that amount of abs showing, you have to get the water content in your body so low that he's probably just dehydrated, I would bet. That one came out on the 17th as
probably.
well. Next, we have an audio clip from one of our very own. Here we go.
Hey, Nick J. Russo here to discuss my new audio release, Sexted by Santa, by DJ Jameson. Christian Kringle, college professor, reluctant Santa, and fake dating my neighbor? I'm a Grinch and proud of it, but this year there's no avoiding the Christmas cheer. First, I get roped into playing Santa. Shudder. Then, while trying to dodge a setup with my boss's brother, I somehow promised to attend a holiday party with my boyfriend, who doesn't exist. Next thing I know, my soon-to-be former best friend has set up a profile on a hookup app to find me a date, with the username of, wait for it, Santa wants your chimney. Go ahead and laugh. He sure did, the traitor. Before I can delete the profile, I match with an easygoing guy with amazing photos. His teasing about Santa kink makes me laugh and blush and feel things I haven't since my divorce. For the first time in years, I look forward to dating. Until we meet, and he turns out to be my neighbor, my very young, very off-limits neighbor who I've clashed with for years. Only now I know just how sexy, charming, and sweetly devoted to his daughter he is. I should walk away, but I still need that fake boyfriend. The only problem? Jackson's so convincing I can't tell where the pretense ends and real feelings begin. Falling for him is easy. Loving his daughter? Effortless. Trusting that I can keep them is the hard part. It'll take the magic of love, family, and yes, even Christmas, to teach this old Grinch new tricks. Sexted by Santa is a standalone holiday romance set in the Thrust into Love universe. Enjoy.
God damn it. Even Santa can't wear a complete shirt cover. It's not.
Yeah, it's one of those fake relationship tropes. I'm like,
You don't like the fake relationship, huh?
no.
I've heard you say that before. What do you think the reasoning behind that is?
They're just going to get together anyway. Might as well just dive right on in, so to speak.
So what you're saying is, well, because we know they're going to fuck as well. So are you saying just dive on into the fucking? Just let's start with that. Throw the pizza delivery thing out the window and let's just fuck.
I mean, they're going to, like I said, they're going to get together in the first, or by the end of the book anyway. So instead of faking this thing, then just go ahead and start dating anyway.
It's the.
I mean, I get the conflict or the will they or won't they or whatever. I can't even describe what I'm trying to think about, but yeah.
Well, I understand what you're saying, and I have gone through this a lot because, like, we already know they're going to get together in the romance. Like, no matter what the setup is, we know they're going to get together. And it takes caring about how they get together. That's actually that's actually the point of the book. That's, as Lotta just said, there is no book if they don't have that. Jody said, and no pizza.
No pizza. You can
but-
still have the pizza.
But the point is, like in an action movie, you know that the hero's going to live. You know that they're going to live. There's no doubt. So there's no question when they're in that fight, like the hero's going to win. We know it, but it's how that they win. That's the point. And no knocking on you not liking that trope. Everybody has a trope that they dislike, but I think that's the point of these is the how it happens. That's the interesting part of hopefully the interesting part of the story. Congratulations to DJ Jameson, by the way. Been a while since I've seen you, and to Nick J. Russo, of course. Nick was actually a busy man this week. It looks like he had a bunch that came out. And by the way, that one came out on the 17th. Yeah. Next we have, and I'm looking forward to you saying this. Here we go.
Yeah, Levi. I'm gonna say Dracon Survivors, Book 4 by Brenda Cawthorn, narrated by Garrett Rains.
The last word that I thought you would have a problem with there was saviors.
I know. I'm dyslexic. I can read things weird.
That's funny. But you said it like it had like a little accent mark over the O, like saviors.
Yeah, well, it's my accent.
Now, that one came out on the 17th. This next one, I'm going to put this next one up full screen for a second so everyone can see this, okay? Because this is kind of a big deal. Here we go. Go ahead and tell us about this one.
Omega's Heart, Mercy Hills Pax Book 7 by Anne Katrin Bird, narrated by Nick J. Russo.
There we go. Now I'm going to flip back to
Wow.
us here, and we're going to talk about this. It's going to take me a second to get it back up. Where did it go? God damn it! There
I
we
don't
go.
know.
Right there.
There we are.
Right there. Now, this is a big deal for a lot of reasons. One, everyone on the fucking earth has been waiting for this release. Okay? So thank you, Nick, for finally goddamn doing this. Secondly, because at least one of my incredibly close friends and another that's pretty close get harassed about this coming out on a daily basis. Now, I understand fans are fans.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
They
it.
want the damn book to come out. But seriously, this happens.
They're more impatient than I am.
I had nothing to do with Mercy Hills, and people approach me about this fucking book. I had a YouTube comment the other day, just randomly, 4 months after Nick has been on Talk to the Beard, just a random YouTube comment pops up on my notifications. When's this coming out? And I'm like, motherfucker. So yes, for the love of God.
Wow.
Omega's Heart, Mercy Hills Pack Book 7, which I didn't fucking narrate, is out. Thank you to the gods. Thank you so much. And I'm sure it's fantastic.
And it actually just kind of surprised everybody because it didn't show up on my Amazon list thing, and it didn't show up on the new releases. I just happened to stumble upon Nick's Audible page to see if he's come out with anything new, and that's where it showed up. I'm like, huh. So I let both Katie and Anna know about it.
Yeah, it's
and then they let everybody else know about it, and everybody else just went nuts. I'm like,
I should hope so. So we know what everyone except for Tracy and Cheryl are listening to this week, because apparently they've not read or listened to Mercy Hills. And have you not checked out Mercy Hills?
No.
Why not?
Not yet.
Is it the
I have to be in a certain mood. No, it's not the impreg factor. I have to be in a certain mood to listen to Nick.
Oh, okay. But he's a fantastic narrator. But I get...
Yes,
so
he is.
What kind of mood would that be specifically? Can you tell me?
No, because I don't understand it myself. And right now I'm not on... And well, okay, anyway. We'll talk about what I'm reading or listening to later.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get to that. So, everybody, that came out on the 17th. Please, for the love of God, go buy the damn thing. Next, we had...
Joker's Fool, Satan's Devil's MC Book 8 by Manda Mellett, narrated by Logan McAllister.
And that one came out on the 18th. Next, in the vein of... I'm not talking about Nick J. Russo's veins, but... anyways, here we had...
Fran Cuthbert Ruins Christmas. Okay. By Lisa Henry and J.A. Rock, narrated by Nick J. Russo.
And that one came out on the 21st. Then we had...
I wonder how that person ruins it. So, okay. Guess I have to listen to find out.
Maybe they made Brussels sprouts.
Ugh. Or kale. Bad at Love by Amy Nicole Walker, narrated by Tristan James.
And that one came out on the 22nd. Next we had...
The Happy List, Better With You, Book 1, by Briar Prescott. Narrated by Kurt Graves and Joel Leslie.
Seems like I've worked on a Briar Prescott book before.
That just doesn't seem like a duel that I would even think about having.
Well, Kurt and Joel are good friends. So there you go on that. But that one came out on the 22nd. Next we had...
What did we have? What is that? Okay.
That would be The Bitter Rivals.
There we go. Fiasco. Frat Brats of Santa Barbara, Book 4, by Hayden Hall, narrated by John Waters.
John Waters also used to make movies. That one came out on the 22nd.
I thought of that, too.
It's even spelled the same way.
That name came up. I'm like, didn't he do movies?
Yeah, I get it. He did entirely. They're not quite Ed Wood movies, but they're close. Next we had...
Bruised But Not Broken, a Spark of Hope standalone, by Nicole Dykes, narrated by Stephen Dexter and Michael Dean.
And that one came out on the 22nd.
And he looks like he's smelling something.
He is certainly smelling something. I wasn't even looking at the cover, but yes, not only is he going, but he's checking to see if he put on deodorant that day or not. Which, by the way, deodorant does not, like, if you stop wearing deodorant for a while, you actually start to not smell as bad. It's like chapstick, where if you use chapstick, you have to keep using chapstick or your lips get dry. It's the same thing as deodorant. Anna and I were talking about this the other day. It's true.
Okay.
It really is true. I had to stop
All right.
using. So here we go. Here's my side rant for the day. I had to stop using deodorant years ago and switching to never using antiperspirant because I had some problems under my armpits. Some people know I had a surgery. Blah 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 blah. When I stopped using antiperspirant and I stopped using deodorant on a regular basis, I stopped smelling so bad on a regular basis. It's an amazing side effect of that. And some of the chemicals that are built into a lot of the deodorants that you use actually cause you to eventually smell bad again. And they break you out sometimes, too. For people with sensitive skin like me, they just do that sort of thing. So if you do use deodorant, even if you just switch to a natural deodorant that doesn't have magnesium, if it doesn't have sulfur phosphate or whatever the fuck that is, there's a couple chemicals they put in regular, and especially antiperspirant, which is absolutely fucking horrible for you. So if you have... Here's your PSA for the day. If your armpits are breaking out and shit, or even if you notice that you just smell bad all the fucking time, and if you wear deodorant, consider not wearing deodorant or switching to a natural variety. Anyways, the next we have is an audio clip. Here we go. Hello, all you Ramblin, Gramling, people-lites, things. Hi. I'm not really sure what to call everybody. We're all humans here. Hello, little Alyssa Gramlin asked me to do a promo, which means that she couldn't find anyone else to do it this week, or maybe not enough people. I'm kind of the fill-in. I'm the B team, you might say. Anyways, she asked me to do this regarding Leigh Lennon's book, My Only Wish. This is a Love is Love book, and it's book number 4. And this is a dual narration that I did with my buddy Chris Chambers. I believe this was a Tantor project, and we both had a lot of fun. I'm going to read you the blurb here, and this is from 3 different perspectives. I'm not going to do any voices. It's early. Give me a freaking break. Lane. Shaw and I have a unique and conventional kind of love. One that has found us inviting a third to join our bed from time to time. Our playmate is never meant to be anything more, fulfilling a purpose and leaving before sunrise the following day, after he makes me a sandwich. It has been the rule until Shaw went and confessed that he wants more. There's just one problem. I've been keeping a secret from the man I vowed to love forever, and it's the key to why we can never be a committed triad. Shaw. Sex is more than an action. It's a verb. It's an intimate exchange between partners, and I can no longer continue to have meaningless sex with strangers that disappear in the morning light. I never thought the man I love would be so opposed to sharing our life with another, until a stranger lands in our bar, one vulnerable but beautiful night. Keegan. I'm no stranger to denying myself the basic needs I want in life. It's how I ended up here, alone, on the cusp of my dream job. My plans, goals, and ambitions fall apart before my very eyes. And it's then 2 strangers find their way into my life. I have a new wish, one that fills my lonely heart. Professional football may not be ready for an out and proud coach, but I'm willing to take a chance on the 2 men who I vow will one day be mine. There you have it. It's a threesome. I don't know if you could tell by me reading 3 different parts there. I believe it's out and available for purchase on Audible at this point. Enjoy. Have fun, y'all. I will see you soon, and a happy Turkey Day. What is it? What sound does a turkey make? Gobble, gobble. I was about to go bawk, bawk, but I think it's maybe a dying turkey. Anyways, enjoy your turkey. Have fun, y'all. Peace.
A chicken, really?
I don't know. I did that at like 7 or 8 this morning or something like that. I was barely awake, and I was, she asked me to do a audio clip for this, and yeah, so that's Tracy just called me droll, DROLL, and I don't even know what that means. I hate it when people
Droll.
use insults that I don't even know the meaning of. It's probably true. Tracy doesn't lie. Anyways, that one came out on the 22nd.
Yeah, apparently, according to somebody else, neither do you.
Yeah, I don't very well at all. The next one that we have is
A Gift Wrapped Holiday by Amy Aislinn, narrated by Adam Lawrence.
That's a new one. I don't remember seeing Adam Lawrence on the list before, or Amy Aislinn as far
Neither.
as that goes. But yeah, it looks like a wonderful cover. That's actually really well done. That one came
And
out on
he's
the
clothed.
22nd. Yes, he is, which actually, good point. That rarely happens around here. Anyways, next we had,
And he's clothed too. True North by Corey Kerr, narrated by Curtis Michael Holland.
wasn't he in 16 Candles in the Breakfast Club, Curtis
No.
Michael Holland?
No. Anthony Michael
Somebody like that.
something.
Michael Anthony, I don't know the guy's name. It
Anthony
sounds like
Michael
that.
Hall.
Thank you very much. Not Curtis Michael Holland. It was Anthony Michael Hall. Thank you very much. That one came out on the 22nd too. Next we had
Love Language by Reese Morrison, narrated by Christopher Sullen.
that one
Salon?
came out on the 23rd. I don't know. Salon. I'm not exactly sure. Next we had. Look at this.
Winter Dreams, Winter Magic Book 2 by Marie Sexton, narrated by Nick J. Russo.
Have I ever told you that I love Marie Sexton? Did I ever tell you that before? She's like one
I
of my
think
favorite
you.
authors in
I
the
think
genre.
so.
Yeah, I'm working right
And
now.
they're clothed too. Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Actually, that's a fairly regular thing for a Marie Sexton cover. I'm working on her Coda series this month and next month, and a bunch of them, redoing the audios for them, and I just love her to death. She gives me these disclosures when she sent me. Actually, she talked to me about this book as well. She didn't know if Nick could do it or not, and I was like, "Well, Nick already started this one. Please let him. Like, he's good." But and she agrees by all means. But anyways, she gives me these disclosures because the Coda series is an older series of hers that I'm working on. In fact, some of her very, very first books. And she sends me this message that basically says how bad, like, she's not proud of them at this point because she's gotten to be a better author. Reading Marie Sexton's, what she says is her worst stuff, is still like a cut above so many. I mean, it's amazing. She's so good, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So please, everybody, check this out. Winter Dreams, Marie Sexton, and Nick J. Russo. Alyssa, I know you're going to have to be in the right mood for that. What mood it is, we haven't determined yet. And now we get to what everybody's been waiting for here. This is what little Alyssa Gramling listened to this week. Here we go.
I listened to the Vet Shop Boys Book 2, Got Me Wishing, by Casey Cox and John Solo.
That's me.
I needed to get my John Solo fix from somewhere.
I think you're implying something there. I think, but I'm just going to let that one pass. It's all right.
I'm only joking. I gave this one 4 bullets.
By the way, I knew you were only joking, and it's fine if you joke with me like that. And I appreciate it. It shows love. I appreciate that very much.
And we just miss you.
That's love, in fact. That's you're showing love towards me, and I do appreciate that. Just for that, I won't send you any Brussels sprouts.
Thank you. You can send me coffee if you like.
Wow, 2 in a row. Keep on, please, for the love of God, tell them about this book.
Okay. Book 2 with Fulton and Bishop. One's a vet tech, the other one was a retired porn star who I didn't really feel sorry for because he had a big dick. And he felt like he needed to hide that. Can't really hide that, can you? Anyway,
You could put on pants. I mean, you could wear pants.
Yeah, but there's still that bulge. Anyway, I love how Casey wrote this and how John narrated it. The sexy times were hot, and there was a few growls from the narrator, which were also great. I can't wait to get into the rest of the series once I figure out when I'm going to be able to. I've got so much other stuff to listen to. But I really did enjoy this book.
Maybe if you wore an apron. I'm just trying to think aloud. This has never been a problem of mine, but maybe if you wore an apron on top. So, like, it might be that every chef that you've ever seen is actually just trying to hide his huge dick.
A chef?
Yeah, because they wear aprons. Chefs with the apron around because they're trying to hide their huge dicks. I'm trying to think of a way. You said it's impossible because of the bulge, and I'm trying to think of a way to maybe still cover it up. I mean, aside from poofy
I
winter
didn't know where your
coats.
mind was going.
Yeah, aside from poofy winter coats, which are only acceptable 6 months out of the year where I live, this is pretty much the options you have. You can wear an apron. Anyways. Sorry. I'm glad that you enjoyed this. I love Casey Cox to death, and I really have enjoyed this series. I don't know what number we're up to now, 5 or 6 or something like that in
I think
production.
6 is about to come out soon.
Yeah, so we're up to, I'm going to be producing 7 at some point in the near future. So there's a lot of them. They're hilarious. They're great rom-coms, and I've enjoyed every second of it. And thank you to Tracy for getting me that job, because otherwise I would not have been able to work on this series. Tracy, I love you to death. Next, we had, now this is the only one that you listened to this week. So next we have things that you've read this week, and it looks like there's a shit ton of those. So here we go.
Well, there's only 3. All right. This was Scrooged. It was the MM retelling of Scrooge from the Monsters and Mayhem multi-author series. I think this was a new to me author. Yeah, Lee Colgan.
Lotta said that skirts work, and Lotta, I do not think that's the case. If you have a big dick, you would see it underneath the skirt, just kind of poking out. Sorry, I was responding there.
Okay. Yeah, Lee Colgan. I think that's how you say her last name. Is a new to me author, and I absolutely loved this. It was like a basically retelling of A Christmas Carol almost, but not really. There's Max and Daniel. Max is a playboy and personal trainer at a gym. Daniel is a teacher who just lost his father and looking to get more out of life, so he joins said gym. After a session, they have sex in the showers and Max takes off. A couple weeks go by and he's visited by a boogeyman who tells him he's going to visit 3 guys that he's wronged. There was some hot, sexy moments with all 3 guys after he visits, and he's a changed man, just like in the regular book. It's probably no surprise there. It really kept up my interest. I really enjoyed it, and I gave it 5 bullets.
Now, Betty says not if it is a maxi skirt. I'm not familiar with I'm familiar with maxi pads. Are you suggesting that he wear a pad under the skirt? I don't know.
He can tuck it in.
How many bullets did you give this one again?
5.
Holy shit. So that's a great rating for that. And also, that man on the cover, that is like that's somebody that works out full time. They do nothing else. That's all. And apparently he's also a CEO of a company because he has a tie.
Well, okay.
Moving on, the next one that you read this week?
This was Hedonist. It was Stories of Lust and Love, Book 2. It's a little novella that Roe put out. With 2 different couples, Thomas and Orrin, and then Ursus and Stephen. Just like in all Roe's books, these 2 were amazing. These 2 stories were amazing and extremely hot. How these 4 individuals got together, and all the sexy times you can imagine coming out of a Roe Horvat book. There wasn't much sexy times as like in the first little story than in the original Hedonist books, but it was still pretty damn hot. And I was happy to finally read how Ursus and Stevens got together in their story, and how everybody else came together.
I like how
But
honest.
I gave that one 5 bullets.
I like how honest Roe's cover is in this. Like, it doesn't even matter what the face is. Like this doesn't even fucking matter. We're gonna cut that shit off the top. Who cares? I like how honest that is. You look confused. If you look at the cover.
No, I'm not confused about the cover. I was just thinking of something else.
It's completely different. Just like the Headless Horseman. This is the Headless Sex God. If you are watching this on YouTube, by the way, the link to this one is not going to be in the description this week. And that is because I don't want to get another warning on YouTube. And as soon as I put this shit on there, we're going to get fucking busted. Trust me on this.
No, it'll be fine. It came out of Amazon.
No. It will not. I'm well aware of that. So you're going to have to look it up. It's Hedonist Stories of Lust and Love, Book 2 by Ro Horvat. But the next one that you read this week is
Warwick by Kelly Fox. It's I think the last book in the Rebel, not the Rebel, yeah, the Rebel Sky Ranch series. She's outdone herself again. I just love how the story, how she intertwines characters from the previous series. We got to see Rolly and Heath from the Wreck series. Oh yeah, with the Guardians popping up and having some fun at a pool party, to I guess, an orgy, but happening between the three main characters. It turned in, and they're into a poly relationship. You sound like you want to ask something.
no. I'm just listening away. It cracked me up. You're pausing on orgy there for a second. Are you doing this for the sensitivity of our listeners, or are you just pausing
No, I
because you're
had to.
not sure of the definition, or
Well,
it's
I
a
had to think of how many people were in this situation.
I think
There was like 5.
what an orgy would be like. Let's use it in holiday terms. Let's say you have one turkey and you have 5 people in the kitchen trying to stuff the turkey. That would be similar to an orgy, I think. And maybe some of them have Brussels sprouts, some of them don't. It depends. Probably in this type of book, being an MM romance, all of them have Brussels sprouts. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, like I said, it was a poly relationship between Warwick, Colt, and Joaquin. Uh, Declan Winters is doing the narration for the series. We got to watch him do book 2 over in Discord. Uh, this one was very hot and very emotional. I did tear up a few times, and I can't wait for the rest of the spin-off series to this. And I gave this one 5 bullets.
Hey-o, all them 5 bullets. All right, a couple things here. First, thanks to Nick for sending in his sample. Thanks to me for sending in my sample this week. Congratulations to everyone on their releases. There's obviously a lot of stuff coming out. There's a lot of Christmas stuff coming out too, as it is coming up on time for Christmas. We will be on next week, just like normal. And of course, I'll be back on Monday with yet another Talk to the Beard episode. This week is one of my good friends, Brittany Knoyer. I love saying her name. And I hear that she's going to bring her little dog on too. It'll be fantastic.
That will judge everybody.
Yeah, exactly. just with the look, she's going to judge everybody. I'm working on a bundle today for little Patty Logan. I'm going to get that done, and then I've got to cook my sausage cornbread stuffing. Jody cooked a pumpkin roll, and we're going to go to my family's and have Thanksgiving this evening. So, thank you all for viewing. Have fun. Wave bye to the camera, little Alyssa Gramling, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.